time for the main event of the evening. This match will be contested in the super heavyweight division on the right arm for the East versus West Championship of the World. But before we meet our athletes, let's find out a little bit about what they have to say heading into tonight's match.
About 6 weeks ago, I had the abrupt realization that I was going to be here in Istanbul at East versus West on the main stage for the main event with Levan Saginashvili.
Ჩემთვის ალბათ უმნიშვნელოვანესი მატჩია ჩემს კარიერაში. უკვე მეორე ტიპი დეონს და ტიპი მას რომ ეს სრულიად განსხვავებული შეხვედრა არის პირველთან შედარებით. დეონი პირველად გაძლიერებულია.
You know, you feel it coming, you're training, you're going through the motions, and then you really realize it. You are going to be across from a titan. Probably the best arm wrestler that the sport has ever seen.
მე უნდები ტრავმის შემდეგ და ჩემთვის ეს ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი შეხვედრაა. ტრავმის შემდეგ ეგრევე მაქვს სატიტულო მატჩი და რა თქმა უნდა ძალიან დიდ ლაშქრობასგებლობას ვგრძნობ. მომზადებით ძალიან ბევრი ვარჯიშია მატჩისთვის, ისე როგორც ალბათ არასდროს და ძალიან მოტივირებული ვარ. დევონმა ძალიან საინტერესო გზა გაიარა ჩემ მატჩის შემდეგ.
And you try and find a way. I've loved this sport for 30 years. I have ran to practice barefoot. I have not missed a day. I have not taken a vacation from this sport.
დაამარცხა ძალიან ტიტულოვანი სპორტსმენები. და გამოვყოთ ДенисЦыпленковი, რომელიც ბოლოს მან დაამარცხა და თქმა უნდა გიორგი ცვეთკოვი და კიდე ძალიან ბევრი. ვაფასებთ მას როგორც სპორტსმენს, როგორც ადამიანს და ერთსული მეკოდის შეხვდები მაგიტასთან. მე ამ შეხვედრისთვის 100%-ით მზად ვარ. მზად ვარ გავიმარჯვო.
This is my greatest challenge, and I'm so curious. A year and 10 months ago, we all remember, Levan tore my bicep. I have become better, I have become stronger, and I'm so eager, and I'm so curious to find out where I'm at exactly. I am confident. I hope that I am able to build a cage for you now, Levan, and the cage will slowly shrink and shrink and shrink until there's nowhere left for you to run. Thank you for this opportunity. World title, East versus West belt, #1 ranking, super heavyweight division, legacy hammer. Thank you for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go! It is the main event of East versus West 12 here at the Green Park Hotel in Pendik, Turkey, East versus West 12. Let's now meet our athletes, starting with this man firstly. He hails from and is representing the great arm wrestling nation of Georgia. This man is a multiple national champion, EAF champion, and champion of the world. He is also universally recognized right now as the peak of the super heavyweight division. Tonight, he will try to grasp the title of the East versus West and take it back to Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, look upon the Georgian Hulk, Levan Saginashvili!
इंसान भी अजीब होते हैं।
सुनो ना,
जब लाइफ में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो, दिमाग को एक भी इमरजेंसी नंबर याद नहीं आता।
कौन से डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगते हैं पासपोर्ट रिन्यूअल में?
तब दिल सिर्फ एक नंबर डायल करता है।
लगता है फ्लाइट मिस होने वाली है। अब क्या करूं?
हमारे हर प्रॉब्लम का एक ही सोल्यूशन है। सोल्यूशन कभी डांट के आता है,
ध्यान कहाँ रहता है तुम्हारा?
तो कभी सीधा फिक्स हो जाता है,
अरे बाबा हो जाएगा।
या कभी उनका बस सपोर्ट ही काफी होता है।
चलो कोई बात नहीं, हम देख लेंगे।
पर सोल्यूशन जरूर आता है। इमरजेंसी में पापा जरूर आते हैं। कुछ नंबर सिर्फ फोन में नहीं, दिल में सेव होते हैं। हैप्पी फादर्स डे।
We will be asking you a few questions about your father today.
You're scaring me now. I don't know. Like,
Blue. Blue, blue, blue.
Red.
Blue.
And तुम तो red है ना?
Something to do with either defense services or military. To be a manager.
He wanted to be a professional cricketer. That's the dream of his life.
So it was to become a factory manager while I was his age.
I think he dreamt of becoming a firefighter.
So I wanted to be a public speaker, big time.
IAS officer. Yeah.
I actually encourage both of them, not to mandate but to encourage. This is also a career that you can opt for, but it's a very, very fulfilling career in my opinion.
He's happy when he watches movies. Yeah, he loves that.
I think India winning in the cricket match.
Reading newspaper, good food.
Okay. You are on such a strict diet. I don't know why you wrote that.
what makes me genuinely happy is when I make others smile.
I think he'd probably want to watch a nice movie or a nice TV show, whatever is the latest.
मम्मी और मुझसे बातें करते हैं.
A hard day for me was never to share it with the family, so it was to do some sport and unwind.
Sit quietly.
So you take really long naps when you've had a difficult day.
Sleep as early as possible.
So the answer is listen to my girls. I think both of them sing beautifully. When I'm on my way back, I just switch on that recording and that's it. It's the most beautiful.
Listen to music. He knew that, but I think that's just misfired.
I'm gonna have to think for that one.
I actually don't know if there is an answer about this.
I wouldn't know how to answer that. उनको अपने खोने से डर.
Losing my near and dear ones.
Yeah, I do want to know my father better. I want to know Sanjay Gowde as himself.
When you hear things like this and questions that you haven't or usually don't think of, definitely want to connect a little bit more.
लहानपणीपासून बघते आणि एक वेगळं अटॅचमेंट आहे तुमच्यासोबत.
You coming up with these questions has opened up something that I think I should get to know him much more.
मी कुठे पण जाते तुमचं नाव घेते हे करते आणि ते सर्व सांगतात की ना तुझे बाबा बेस्ट आहेत. मी बोलते स्ट्रिक आहेत. ते मग ते बोलतात नाही स्ट्रिक नाही आहेत. अँड आय फील की खरंच नाही आहेत. ते जे काही करतात ते फक्त माझ्यासाठी करतात. सो थँक्यू.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you now to welcome his opponent into the arena and onto the stage. Let me tell you a little bit about this man. He is a multiple national champion hailing from and representing the great arm wrestling nation of Canada. This former Special Forces soldier has held every major title it is possible to hold in the super heavyweight division and was formerly universally recognized as the greatest arm wrestler in the game. Tonight, he will try to cement his legacy by reclaiming that title in defense of what is already his. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome now, making his way to the table, the reigning and defending East versus West super heavyweight champion of the world. For some men, there are no limits. Devon Larratt!
just know the brand, the presence of these two guys have created an entire industry here. Along with Ingen Terzi, Neil Pickup, Coach Ray, Travis Bajan, and the host of arm wrestlers across the world, we should say thank you to these two guys. Now enough about that. Let's see who is the motherfucking man.
Ladies and gentlemen, no limits Devon Larratt will try to defend the title against the Georgian Hulk. Levan Saginashvili here. We go. Saginashvili in blue, the giant shoulder. The Georgian Hulk, so imposing. In the red shirt is the Soldier Boy Superman from the frozen north of Canada. No limits, Devon Larratt. East versus West 12, brought to you by ESN in association with the Beard Struggle and Gold Star Coffee World Class Super Heavyweight Arm Wrestling. The pinnacle of the sport in the weight class. Both men shaking with the adrenaline that is coursing through their bodies right now. Extremely calm look on the face of both athletes, trying to not be overwhelmed.
Task here, Neil, for the referee in charge. We know the writing on the wall, the elephant in the room is how high, how much manipulation, how much gas can Devon Larratt extract from the super heavyweight champion of the world in Levan Saginashvili? Can you make this thing go to deep waters? Can he log time where Levan is struck entirely too high on from the pronation, the inversion, and the height? That is a good sign for Levan Saginashvili. The fact that Devon Larratt is being reprimanded so early in this connection.
The referee's grip. No limits, Devon Larratt.
He's covering my knuckle. He's covering my knuckle. You see he's covering my knuckle. He's going to cover my knuckle.
Talking to Robert Corrick. The referee at the table. Levan. Extremely confident. Down from the hands, be ready.
He's fucking moving too. Don't just be giving me fucking warnings. We haven't even started the match. Let us arm wrestle. Do not just give me warnings. We haven't even started the match.
We talked earlier in the month about needle movers and the fact that how can Devon Larratt get fouled out of this match with the amazing magnitude of interest. The reason we're here is because of the brand, the climb of this guy. We know the manipulation is going to start here. I don't see a match getting started for a while, Neil.
Here we go, little slip. We will go to the straps. Gave the signal.
The non-verbal from Levan is that, my man, you were completely pronated and turned in, and I can open your hand super easy. Levan Saginashvili did not feel what Devon wanted him to feel there. Looking down at the screen, I see the dot in front of Devon Larratt's name, meaning he already has one foul. Neil Pickup, unless I am blind, there was movement before go that did not get called. This is a very scary place for Devon Larratt to go down 1-0 without even getting hit here. There's a lot of movement in the set grip. The referee is either going to have to call a foul or everything is starting in motion. We're starting to log time where matches we're getting the cadence, but there is nothing changing on the scorecard. Devon Larratt, the more turmoil, the louder he gets for yelling at the referees, the more, hopefully, the gas tank is being emptied from the mighty Georgia.
Here we go. You can hear the noise from this capacity crowd inside the green court as the hands come down. Those micro movements will be everything.
Devon's still arm wrestling as we're watching this. Rising. Correctly has to be telling Levan, you have to get the strap off before you start again. But to me, that looked like a king's move. Shoulder, competing shoulder under the elbow pad, and I can see the legs handling now. That's going to be the second foul for Devon, a first round win for Levan. But regardless of the score, if you are an arm wrestling fan, you know what just happened. Devon Larratt is a man-child. So will the rest of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I have said it before. I do not believe that Devon Larratt has ever went to sleep one day in his life that he and everyone else thought that he was the best right-handed arm wrestler on the earth. From the looks of that first start, there is very little doubt in my mind that tonight could be the first night when Devon Larratt rests his beautiful head on that pillow here in Pindik, Istanbul, and he realizes that he has done it. And listen, this will be an amazing feat for Levan to come back from that start. The only reason you can give hope is because we did see Gennady in desperate times be able to press. But I don't think Levan Saginashvili is built the same way that Gennady is. I don't think that Ron Bath tenacity resides in this man. I think that this guy is more of an explosive athlete, and now he has been compromised. Devon, no reason to go crazy. He's saying he lost round one on a double foul, and I agree with that scenario. It is 1-0 in favor of Levan, but that battle was won by Levan, but the war looks to be in very good hands. The Canadian has already shocked the arm wrestling world with that start. That was not supposed to happen, Neil. There was supposed to be some clear domination early, and maybe the hope of running out of gas. At this pace, this 4-1 prediction that I had makes me feel really good at the present moment.
क्या सस्ती रील्स, रेड रोड मीम्स, दोस्तों के चुटकुले आपको कुछ नहीं हंसा पा रहे हैं? प्रेजेंटिंग रैंडम गुदगुदी। आप इसे लगा सकते हैं लिटरली एनीवेयर। सो वेल्स, आर यू रेडी फॉर द गुदगुदी रेवोल्यूशन?
भाई, ये क्या बना दिया तूने? ये दोगलापन नहीं, ये डिसरप्शन है भाई, डिसरप्शन। फील आ गई भाई, मेरी गट फीलिंग बोल रही है तू बनाएगा मुझे मिलियनेयर।
One bad gut feeling and Gudgudi investor Asli Drover goes straight into bankruptcy.
Bad gut feeling nahi, bad gut. Don't let poor protein absorption ruin your gut feeling. Switch to Biozyme Whey.
The present moment.
Devon Larratt is one of confidence. Levan Saginashvili doesn't want to get frustrated here. Needs to keep his mind on the task.
No, that's not the center. The center is here.
Devon Larratt. Great start. I'm sure when he pictured this match in his mind, he would definitely have settled for that start. Compromise the wrist and hand of Levan Saginashvili. Here we go. Watch for the hands to come down now. Saginashvili will be last. We will go into the strap match. No surprise there. Both men breathing pretty heavily, but the big question of the day is how much fatigue has been put into the hand and wrist, and will Levan Saginashvili, once the strap is applied, be able to maintain any kind of wrist purchase, or will he be forced to commit from the start to the dead wrist press?
There's no doubt, and I feel like where Devon's right shoulder ends up after the match starts, how much movement does he have? Usually, you're all about getting that shoulder away from the table, the hand takes the table, but with Devon Larratt, with this awkward motion where that elbow is kicked out and his shoulders are back away from the table, he only leaves himself open to one move, and it seems like if you transition from the middle of the table to that press, he's kind of vulnerable. I don't know if it's time yet, but eventually, coming from that camp, you have to tell the Canadian champ, my man, lean forward, you're the stronger man.
Here we go. Referee's grip. Down come the thumbs. Saginashvili is wrapped first. Watch for the start now. On the way we go! Saginashvili with the pin. And he pulls and coming and with the Georgia. Wow! Open.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're here watching the match. The focus is all about how much has been taken out of Levan. The truth is, Levan is such a special athlete that what you saw Larratt able to do in round one took a lot of gas out of the Canadian as well. I did not see that happening. This is an amazing. The only thing that I can see is how historic this match may become if, in fact, not only if there's a victory from Devon, but what seems to have to happen is a come-from-behind victory. But we've got to get the big man in more cardiovascular trouble. As of right now, he seems to really still be in the match. Maybe that problem has been fixed a little